question was, how can I direct people when they're prescribing drugs to prescribe alternatives to what they were originally thinking of? I've knocked together some protocols very quickly just to give you some ideas as how we can actually answer that. Here's my protocol. The trigger, I've set it for medication prescribed for specific drugs, and I'll tell it that what I'm interested in is AdCal. I could obviously just go for one or two of these, but I'm going to say for any of these I want the protocol to be triggered. So they're all on the right hand side now. I'm not going to bother with any filters on this, but that would obviously be an option. And then in the design I've kept it really straightforward. So once the protocol is triggered, information box will pop up, basically telling them that they've prescribed some AdCal. We'd rather they prescribe something different, so they need to mark in error what they've done so far and then prescribe the correct item. Okay, here's our protocol in action. There's our information box. They can read it, see what needs doing, press OK, and then take care of it. When you put a protocol in to direct people to do stuff, it's quite a good idea perhaps to make it easier for them by providing them with the tools that will help them to do what it is you want them to do. So what I've got here, when the protocol is triggered, the information box pops up to tell them what's needed. Once the information box has popped up, then this is going to present them with a template. I've set this up to help them to do the job. They will be able to more easily mark in error the item and prescribe the correct item. Okay, this is the second protocol in action. So this is our warning, what's going on. And this is the template. There's not a lot on the template, a little bit of text. This is a view that I set up. This view just shows any AdCal that has been prescribed. And this is a different view. It might be that you want to have the AdCal and any equivalents. Either or, don't need both. I've got a button down here which will help me to prescribe the correct item. I can have several buttons down here to do this, of course, but this is just keeping it as quick as simple as possible. Mark this one in error. Prescribe the new one. And then you can see with the original view there's nothing here, but with this other view I can actually see what's gone in to replace the AdCal. Press the OK at the end, and that's it done. Here's another variation on the protocol. In this example I've put a question in, and basically it gives them the choice of whether or not they should be marking in error the item they've just prescribed. If they want to do mark in error, then that template that I showed you a minute ago comes up. They can fill that in. If on the other hand they decide that they want to keep the AdCal, then a final warning pops up just to confirm that's what they've done. Okay, so here we go with our third example. I'm going to say yes, I want to mark it in error. There's the template, so we use that in the same way as we did a minute ago. Here's the other option. No to keep the AdCal as prescribed. Final confirmation. On we go. My fourth and final example. If you want to get really tough with people, then you can try to force them to go with the drug that you want to go with. So once the protocol is triggered, we've got the information box. asking them nicely. That then takes us onto the template, which helps them along. And then we have a report which looks for patients who have been prescribed AdCal. Probably put a time limit on it, but basically if the patient appears in the report as having been prescribed AdCal, then we go from here and back into the information and back to the template each time they say, each time they try to avoid it. If they aren't in the report, so the patient's been taken care of, they're not showing the AdCal anymore in their record, then the protocol will finish. I'll put the stop on here just to make it clear that's what's happening, but we don't really need to put that in if we don't wish to. So let's see this one in action. There's our friendly warning. This is to help us along, but I've decided I don't want to actually do anything, I want to leave it as it is. Loops us back to our friendly warning. They can cancel out of it, but it loops us back to our friendly warning. Once that's been removed though, it takes us to the end of the protocol.